Beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock.
Hey man, what you think about that Richardson so far, man?
And both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams.
Man, he a fucking beast, bro.
Done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything
I'm glad they gave him a good card, man. Like when he had that Anger Ruins card, that was like, yeah, that was my favorite quarterback. Good luck, bro. Let's have a good one.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
Richardson throwing to start out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Able to get it to Edwards. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This one falls incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
On the check. Here we go.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back.
Man, this motherfucker goofy as hell.
There, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's sliding on the ground and shit, man. He could have at least got the knockout. Damn.
It sets up 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. Richardson on 3rd. Connects with Johnson. He does it. Touchdown.
Man, what's that guy there doing, man? I just put him back there, but he's supposed to have secure tackle.
Well, he couldn't ask for a better start.
You gotta act better than that.
The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on.
Straight to the air is Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hold me ready. Seven Pirates. Here we go. Here we go.
Another try following the sack. His first throw is an interception. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down around the 34. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it now.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter two. They have second and pretty long here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Oh, first and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! These guys grow their lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. He breaks a tackle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Cougar 19.
They give it to him again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
18 rattlers. Come on, come on.
Here's Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Okay, ready?
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Throw caught at the 6. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Get up. Ready.
They'll throw again, Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Ready.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Richardson. Edwards got it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Go.
From the 46. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now they have 3rd and short.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 70.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Strike. Let go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready.
From the 37. Finds a man right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they take him down right along the 30. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set. No.
Another carry for him. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 now. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Get it. Bronco swing. Go.
Right up the gut. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Got it. Ready. Let's go now. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Alert. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Ready. Let go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing now, Richardson. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Hand off to the back. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Falcons down by only 3. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons jump in front late. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Cup 19.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Patrick Peterson. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this.
Damn, man, that was a tough-ass game, bro.
So that should be the one that
was crazy.
A big one late that puts them up here their 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stays.
I was trying out that Buda Baker.
And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Track 60. Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Track 60. Go.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. He tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.